Hello, what's going on, guys? This is Hallie with BackFishing. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing today, just some bank fishing. It is Valentine's Day, February 14th, and we're gonna head out to the bank and do some fishing for steelhead. And I'm gonna kind of show you what I've been practicing. I just kind of found out this week, practicing and adopting just by accident. I think it works. I'm gonna make a habit of it. Hopefully I won't have to think about it anymore. Then it becomes just second nature. Anyway, so let's go out on the bank and start fishing. All right. All right, we've made it almost here. All right. Oops. Here we are. This is the spot. All right, guys. This is what I typically use for steelhead. So when I go out, it's either these combinations. I got the pink worm, a 14mm bead, down to maybe a 10mm bead. That's what I use, and one of my buddy's jigs, which is Tipsy's jigs. I think I'm going to use that today. It's on a 2-foot leader with a 2-foot fluorocarbon Seagar, and it's 15 pounds. Let me get that strung up, and then I'll show you my my setup. All right, guys, this is my buddy's jigs that he ties up. This is proven already. I caught one last year with this, and basically he says this is a leech pattern, and apparently it works. Yeah, this is what I'm going to use today, and I told you I already got it all set up. It's tied up to my sinker, to my bobber, and then my bobber stop. So here's a close-up. This inline trolling sinker, and right on the top there is my bobber stopper, and that controls the depth of the jig and the depth that you are going to be fishing at. So I know in this area here it is only about 2.5 feet deep, so we don't have to have a long leader, and it's fast water on the outer side of the river, the back side of that river, and then the soft water or the seam is closer to this side. So that's what we're going to be fishing. And today we're gonna do a little tutorial on how to kind of float your rig for steelhead. All right, let's get to it. All right, here goes our first cast, guys. The idea is you want your float to be upright, okay? You just want it to be upright, nice and vertical. If it's erratic at all, that means you're hitting bottom and the jig is not in the place where it needs to be. It should be about, if you can, be about 6 inches above the bottom, and or you know, about a foot above the bottom, and you can kind of tell. So let's go. Let's cast it out. Let's cast it out a little close, this little bit closer, so you could tell. You can see we have a nice walking speed right there. Bobber is you know, upright. It looks good. And we just allow that to drift down the river, just like that, nice and slow, walking speed. And then you want to mend your line. There you go. That's how to do it. Just work the whole river. Looks like it might be hitting bottom, I'm not quite sure. It is pretty shallow right there. All right. Let's cast it again. Where is my bobber stopper? Okay. And you have to also be cognizant that, you know, different parts of the river have different flows. So sometimes your line can look like an S above the water. So that's why you want to continue to mend it and take out that bow. So just in case you do get that, you know, elusive strike, that little elusive bobber down, you'll be ready. If I get a bobber down, my motion would be a boom, set the hook in the least time possible. Not like last year. I did that a couple of times with the bail on the other side. I was trying to go this way and then trying to find it. I whiffed a couple of times and actually missed some hook sets last year. So hopefully this year, when I get that bobber down, and if it's a fish, I am going to be ready. So I got it at 2 feet right now. And I think I'm happy with the distance that I'm fishing from the bottom. Ooh, what the heck was that? Ooh, man, my heart just fluttered right there. I thought I had a bobber down. All right, let's cast again. All right. One thing I've learned this year too is something a little bit different, okay? I learned how to control the release of the line by my index finger. But what I've learned too is when you are about even with the bobber, okay, I flip the bail like this, okay? So the bail is closer to me. And I release the line just like this, okay? And if you get a hook up, look at the bail is so much closer to your palm, and you can do the hook set. Last year when I didn't do that, and I wasn't used to steelheading, man, I had a couple of strikes, a couple bobber downs, and then I failed to do the proper hook set. I had it in this fashion, like back here. That's more time to flip it this way. So now what I learned is I really just a little bit to the last position where it's about to click on the bail, and then I work the line downriver just like this, much easier. And if I get a strike, bam, one motion and a set like that. So if you guys want to try that, that works for me. And I think that's, you know, just less motion, less time, faster reaction as well. So that's what I am trying to adapt this year as part of my technique. Just trying to improve that technique, that's all. So cast again, and usually when I cast too, I actually stop the line from going out so that the that weight or that jig stretches out the line before it hits the water, and that way it stops the tangling. Just letting it float as far as I can. All right, let's reel it in. I'm gonna cast out a little further. I'm in that main rip right now. As you can tell, it's drifting much faster. Let it drift. It's taking some line. I've got this in the position. Just gotta remind myself because, you know, I'm still kind of learning. I just found out this year that's an adjustment I need to make. All right, guys, I didn't get the bobber down, but I have a fish on. Right here, right in front of me. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, right here. Oh, what is this, a trout? Right here. Come on, baby. Oh, it's a native. All right. Oh. All right, baby. Come here. Tipsy's jigs, baby. All right. There it is. All right, keep him in the water. I'll get my pliers real quick. Oh. All right. We got a beautiful steelhead right here. Right here. Look at that, fellas. Right on the nose. Right there. I don't wanna get hooked. You gotta be careful. All right. Oh, hold on. I don't want to get hooked. So it's. There you go. All right. There it is. There's my steelhead. Bye-bye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! That hook's slightly bent, but had my drag on, so was able to land that fish. Beautiful, beautiful. Man, that's about a week and a half of being out here, you know, maybe twice a week. So maybe I put some time into it a little bit, but that was well worth it. That's pretty much how to do drift fishing with a float and jig and whatever bait you want to use. Eggs, soft bead, jig, worms. Pretty much the same principle. Okay. There he goes. Hope you learned something about steelhead fishing. If you like the content, guys, please consider subscribing and giving me a little thumbs up on the video. Much appreciated. Anything that I can share with you guys, I'm willing to share. So service unto others is the rent you pay here on earth. All right, we'll hope to see you on the river, guys. Laters.